A good narrative grabs readers' attention right from the beginning and sustains their attention all the way through the end. This slideshow is going to talk about titles, openings, and closings. Here are some ways of beginning your narrative. You can find more advice in our Chapter 4, as well as several sections throughout the book that I have you read in this unit. Some ways are by jumping right in. Sometimes you may want to get to the main action as quickly as possible. You can also describe the content. You may want to provide any background information at the start of your narrative. You can also describe the setting, especially if it's important to the narrative. You want to pull the reader in to sustain their attention in order to keep reading throughout the rest of the paper. When you end, you want to think about what you want your readers to have in their mind at the very end of the story. An effective ending helps them understand the meaning of your narrative. You can end where your story ends. It's up to you to decide where a narrative ends. You can say something about the significance of your narrative. You can refer back to the beginning. And you can end on a surprising note, a note that leaves the reader with a complicated image to ponder, maybe. On the next slide, I offer several different introductions. I'd like you to read through them. As you read through them, I want you to think about the different ways that they draw you in. I want you to also think about the different ways they begin their narrative. Once you look at those two things, ask yourself if they are effective. In other words, do you want to read more of their narrative? Titles. What do they do for you? And how do you come up with a good one? Isn't Unit 2, Personal Narrative, a good title? No, it's not a title. It's the assignment. A good title indicates something about the subject of your narrative and makes readers want to take a look. And it's a hook that has your reader pulls them into the narrative and makes them want to keep reading. Titles are designed to catch readers' attention. They are also there to lure the reader into reading further. You can use words and phrases that imply action, advice, intrigue, and fun. Think of it as a short slogan or advertisement for your paper. Here's a title in action. One person's adventure is another person's leap of faith.